That's so tough. Everybody, this hate is so wrong, Reese. I'm gonna let you have it though, because you know your Eagles has been losing for quite some time.
Yeah,
So
I know, and
you gotta take your anger out on somebody since you can't take it out.
That's how you want to start, so I just said.
I mean, I get it. I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at it. I appreciate you for starting to hit, for keeping that energy going. I appreciate it.
Just understanding, brother. There's two of us in here, Trey.
No, I still no. Because matter of fact, I actually watched one of the episodes we did, and like I still remember the joke. I had to go back at you and everything too. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all not peeping, that's the reason why he got a hat on today. You know what I'm saying? Last time I went at his hair, and now he wearing a hat on.
And I love it. My girl think I'm sexy as hell, but I'm taking it off.
Clearly.
Bald head.
Nick said clearly, because he is pregnant.
Bald head.
She got evidence.
My hairline's still by my eyebrows. Hey, Trey.
Oh, you said what?
Wow.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as y'all can see, look, we got a couple of fellas on the screen. We're going to do this in order, though, because, you know, every time I say, how y'all doing, fellas, nobody wants to just take the ball and roll with it. So I got started off proper. Reese, how's everything doing with you, man?
Hey, man, Reese here. Reese Money. Had the honey. I'm here. Let's go.
Clearly, we're working on our intros. It's okay. We might come back with better intros.
I think that might stick, though. I'm going to be honest. I think that one might stick.
Yeah, I don't want
to like Is that a pun intended? Because honey sticky.
Honey stick. Thank you, Trey.
We tried to help him out. Jordan, Taylor, how's everything with you?
Hey, man, life is good. Life's amazing. It's Jordan. What's happening? Simple shit.
That's good, my boy. Brandon, what's new with you, man? I'm gonna say, did you do any workouts? Because I'm gonna say last time you was a little puffy a little bit, like you was hesitant.
Yeah, man. All is well, bro. All is well. Right. I'm energized.
That's the bad. We about to get good energy from Brandon today. That's why I heard, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ain't gonna hear no down, no slanderous, no down and about. That he's gonna be upbeat the entire time. That's what I heard. Nick, my guy, I just saw you the other day. How's everything with you, man?
Yeah, appreciated you having me back on.
I told you you're gonna have to come back on, bro, because you know what I'm saying, you follow the stats, you know what I mean? Like Eric, we gonna need the stats references at some point in time. Again, ladies and gentlemen, stats aren't all things in basketball, but they do tell the story sometimes when you add context to it. So he is gonna be a little bit valuable for us today, per usual. But fellas, if y'all about ready, I think we got the intros and the blases out of the way. Y'all want to get into the show? Take us silence as yes. So I guess we already got to start it with this. Eagles losing. Reese, how you feeling, bro? Like it's just I'm playing.
Right, which is
let's move this to another group. And last time I asked one player, right? This time I got to bring up two, because and these boys I got to bring up because, well, Nick and Brandon, y'all talked about them last time, and y'all said they weren't really worth their contracts, and y'all really talked badly about this team too. But Gobert and Carl Anthony Towns. If y'all noticed, Brandon actually ran away because he didn't want that smoke about the conversation. So we're gonna start it off with Nick. See what I'm saying? We asked the hard hitting questions right here. So Brandon, Nick. I'm sorry, I saw him come back. See, I'm getting old. That's what I'm realizing, ladies and gentlemen. My mind ain't as sharp as it used to be. Nick, what was your issue with Gobert and Cat? Like, what did they personally do to you for you to be like they weren't worth their contract? Because they might be proving you wrong right now.
So I've never been either a Cat or a Gobert hater. It was just seemed to me at the time that where I sort of had that take where neither one of them really was buying into what they had to do to make that team successful. And now they are. And also Anthony Edwards sort of ascending and carrying over the confidence from the the international competitions from the summer and everything else that happened, and also a lot of momentum from last season. Him really emerging and having a breakout year has also helped. I think we talked about this in a previous discussion about MVP, about how Anthony Edwards been playing really well. But yeah, Karl Anthony Towns being the offensive juggernaut and Gobert being capable of being that defensive anchor and being fine with basically catching a few dunks every now and again and just being fine with that and making his money on the defensive end has been huge for this Timberwolves team to succeed. That's how every great team succeeds, is everybody understanding what their role is and where, maybe don't be concerned about the rest. So I'm happy that this team is winning. Also, Naz Reid, I should give a shout out to, because he is like the best third big man in the league. He's like getting 16 points a game behind both Gobert and Towns, and I think we'd be getting like 30 minutes a game on any other team in the league.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is a little backtrack to what you were talking about earlier. That's what I'm getting, because again, we heard a little slander. We heard a little slander about Cat and
it wasn't working before. Now it's working.
That's word around the
street. Nick, don't let Trey call you.
Don't
let him call you a wiggle. You better than that. Don't let him.
It wasn't working before. Now it's working. I'm not gonna front.
Now, Brandon, because I told you we had to get you on the show to talk about Cat and Gobert. Now, I'm glad you found the strength to come back onto the show. You know what I'm saying? I thought we lost you for a second. I know you was a little scared to talk about this, but like Cat, Gobert, talk to me. What's up?
Oh man, I don't know, bro. I would have never paired the two. I'm not a big Gobert fan. I think Cat is extremely soft. I've just never really been a fan of the Timberwolves. However, they still have managed to what do they have? I think they have the best record in the West, right?
Yeah, they're the best record in the NBA, currently sitting at 17-5. Also, I get tied with the Celtics, but no, my bad. They beat the Celtics. That's right, Reese. My fault. Appreciate you. They go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the team is doing well. I personally, I don't think neither one of those guys. I mean, Cat, it's not a lot of very dominant big men in the league. I think Cat, at this age, bro, and this time, I feel like those max contracts are being tossed around and thrown at people like it's nothing. It's not unlikely for someone to get $100 million plus. Like, you know what I mean? And not even, you know what I mean? So
he's not worth it. Like you feel like he's not worth it.
I mean, I personally wouldn't. You know what I mean? I personally wouldn't. But at the same time, like when you look at the amount of dominant big men in the league, it's not a lot. It's not a ton. It's more. It's a bigger variety of guards than there are big men. So I mean, it's not shocking to see him with that max contract, but I personally wouldn't, and I definitely wouldn't pair him alongside with Gobert. But clearly, it's working. You know what I mean? Clearly, they're doing something different this year. That.
I mean, 22, 9, 3. You know what I'm saying? A steal and a block rounding up. That's not bad from Cat. You know what I'm saying? But I do think too, though, to your point, if you're talking about numbers wise, he could be more dominant as well. Like you might want to see a little bit more dominance. But I think Buddy is just a solid second option at this point. And really, we're just trying to figure out where Ant-Man gonna lie. That's what we're doing. I think everybody found their roles. Also, like Cat's actually playing this season as opposed to last. So I think that's helping out too. I'm really just happy that they actually make me look not as stupid as I was looking maybe a couple months ago. Because I was saying that I actually didn't mind this team. I thought they could be a top 4 seed. So I'm glad we got it working. So Jordan, Reese. Just real quick, because after that we're gonna transition. But are y'all cool with Cat and Gobert or nah?
I don't like it, but
you don't like it.
No, I think that this team would be. Mind you, the rebounding numbers are great. Defensive numbers have been great. I think that a lot of this is predicated on, you know what I'm saying, Ant coming out and playing extremely well. giving them an incredible matchup problem at the 2-3 spot. But in terms of how much Gobert's getting paid to be averaging 13 and 12, it's ridiculous to me.
You get 2 blocks too, like the 2 and some change blocks.
$47 million, not enough. I mean, like that's just not enough production for me for $47 million, especially when they gave up 4 players, 6 picks, 4 players, 5 picks.
Picks, yeah. Like I really think the trade messed them up.
Yeah,
like I think the contract value itself might be okay. It's the totality of I think. No, it's still contract for you. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think that his contract is ridiculous, and I think that they would still be in a similar circumstance if they hadn't made the move. They still had Vanderbilt and the boys on the team. I'm saying putting another great defensive guy, but now he's not just shot blocker; he's 2 through 4. Saying he can guard 1 through 4 and stuff. So I think that they lost a lot. And if they had what they had previously, they'd still be in a similar position in terms of winning. But at $47 million on the books, 4 players, 5 picks over the next 7 years with a 23-year-old superstar figuring it out, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. Playing extreme talk about.
Okay. Now, Reeks, you feel the same way?
I think that everybody won the trade who was involved. Everybody got what they wanted, including the Cavs, including the Jazz. But I think it has less to do. I think this has less to do with Cat and Gobert and more to do with the Timberwolves winning the 2020 NBA draft. They by far got the best player, and I think really no matter who you paired Ant with down the line, he was going to be able to maximize the talent that you put around him. And although Rudy might have not looked worth it in Utah, he looks more worth it to me in Minnesota, just because like what Brandon was saying, people like Cat has this like soft, like, you know what I mean, thing kind of hanging over his head. And so like people probably were trying him at the rim a lot because, you know, it's a common thing to when people think you soft, it's like, you know what I mean, I'm gonna go at you.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So with Rudy now holding it down, like you said, averaging those 2 blocks, I think that the value of his contract is shaping out. I still do think he is overpaid, but I think a lot of people are overpaid. It's really nothing to do with just Rudy. I think a large majority of the league, especially if you ask Paul George, 95% of the league bums. I mean, it should really only be 5% making them TV deal money. But yeah, I think it has a lot more to do with the Timberwolves winning that 2020 draft and actually being aggressive to build around him. Because, you know, a lot of people will just sit on talent like that and kind of just wait for the draft to figure it out. But it's like, wow, we got Cat. You know what I mean? We traded for Ant. Let's just go get another piece. Let's see how this next way. I mean, Rudy got like 3 more years left. I mean, Ant.
I think he got 2 on this contract, but yeah, probably 2 more playing years at this level.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Ant will not even be almost at his prime. He'll be like, what, 23, 24?
26.
25, something like that. He'll be
okay. So even 25, he will still just be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll be inching
that point. Right, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, cool. The Rudy Gobert years weren't great, but at least Ant didn't have to, like, I don't know, give up his body on defense every day because Rudy was down there holding the paint down. I don't know. I feel like it's positive ways to get out of it. There are positive aspects.
Okay. See, I ain't mad at that. Does anybody believe that the Wolves can win the championship this year? This season.
I don't think they have the depth on the wings to make it work. But I think Gobert is a perfect example of maybe defense is the most underrated thing in basketball. This man's been a walking, talking number 1 defense in the league. He's number 1 in defensive rating, number 1 in defensive win shares. Like he's had a number 1 defense everywhere he goes. He's a 1-man rim protection. If you have decent perimeter defense, you're a defensive juggernaut. I mean, it's not like guys like Bill Russell and Tim Duncan ever won championships, right? Like
defense does win championships, yeah. Okay. You said what?
My fault. I didn't mean to cut anybody off. I was going to say, I think that the West is wide open and they have a decent shot. You know, their team, my only, I think we discussed this not too long ago. We're not trying. I don't know the exact word for it. It's like this would be the fact that Anthony Edwards is slowing down. Because he would be the case for that, wouldn't he? Karl Anthony Towns is great for the second option, especially as he's one of the most skilled defenders. As much as I don't like him because he's salty from North Jersey. But like, you know what I'm saying, the dude can hoop, he can shoot his ass off. And Anthony Edwards is a certified bucket. Taking a major defensive assignment, that 2 games. He plays extremely confident. I think that, but they still have to get through Denver. I think in the West, they can beat, in the 7-game series, they can beat everybody pretty confidently. Like, I'm not saying it's watch series in the West outside of like Denver, because as much as Rudy Gobert is a great shot blocker, he's not a good big man defender. Like when you put a skip big on him, that's kryptonite. But they got a shot. They got a shot.
Okay, they got a shot. Reese, you feel that same way?
I think in the West, it's just been a lot of movement. The Nuggets took advantage of that last year, I think. And so, I mean, I think they have a chance. I mean, the West is wide open. Hell, I think the East is wide open right now too. I think the league is wide open.
It's just an open NBA. Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion.
A lot of parity.
I could see that. I think the old stars and the young stars are starting to, you know what I'm saying, go like this now in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's like, I think this is the first official season that that's actually taking place. So, but all right, that's a bet then. Well, I was about to say, fellas, do y'all have, we gonna go ahead and close up shop, but did y'all have anything y'all wanted to say before we make our exits?
Season 4. Jason Tatum's MVP candidacy is currently.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but the Magic start with an O and an M.
Trey, I will get up and walk away like I've been doing the last couple shows because you consistently try to disrespect me at the end of these shows. And so you know what? I'm gonna do it again.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
So you gonna cut that Eagles stuff out? You gonna cut that Eagles stuff out? You gonna stop that?
I forgot he's Eagles fan too.
Cut that culture. I know where you live. Cut that Eagles stuff out. Yes, Shea Gilgeous is out there for MVP. And Zion, because if the league hits you while you fat averaging 23, 6, and 4, I can't wait to see you 30 pounds lighter, averaging 27, 8, and 5.
That would be a little nice. That would be a little nice. He might bring one of these. He might bring.
Yeah, keep while you're in New Orleans. Come up to Philly. We'll get you on a solid diet with some cheese sticks.
Solid diet with some cheese sticks is crazy, but he might take that offer though. He might take that offer, which is wild. Yeah. Nick, you got anything you want to say before we close up shop, bro?
Yeah, weight loss with Philly cheesesteaks might be the wildest thing I've heard all day. Like I can attest, I've had my share of Philly cheesesteaks in my day. I have Zion's current figure. Like he goes up to Philly, he's gonna end up looking like Oliver Miller post lockout. Like he's gonna look like Sean Kemp out there.
I love a good vegan cheese spot.
Ain't nobody gonna me with a sandwich where they say you want some whiz on that. Like no.
Yeah, nah. That's cool. Look. I bet it'll be better for them than whatever they feed them down there. Come on up here and get you a cheesesteak.
Go to Philly, eat to your heart's content.
In Philadelphia, cool with big men being out of shape. Look at Joe Embiid. We good. Come on,
right. And on that,
we ain't gonna be no weight class, man. Just keep giving us 23 Give me 26 and 5. I'm cool with that. Stay fat. We had Sean too. We had dudes. Come on, Zion.
Bring back Eddie Curry while you're at it.
I was about to say, look, next week, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm hearing is we probably gonna have to have a conversation about Zion, and we maybe need to revisit this whole questionable contract thing. I don't know now. Now we might have to talk about Zion. Zion, I hope you're watching, bro. We're gonna be talking about you next week. But ladies and gentlemen, please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Buck, and as y'all can see, I'm with my boys here, Nick, Jordan. Reese left just, that's just how Philly fans are. You know what I'm saying? Eagle fans, they just want to
watch your tone, Trey. Okay. Watch your tone, brother. I know where you live.
And Brandon already said he don't have a team, so he don't really have no loyalty. That's what he told us early on. It's okay. It's fine. We And the funniest thing is Jordan's over here like frozen. Oh, your screen was frozen, so you were like this. Now I was like, that's gonna be a funny meme right there. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed it, and take care.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.